So welcome to gDoc 2.0 training for forecasting. So we already logged in with our email and we are here on the dashboard. So let's click on forecast over here. There's also a forecast up here. You can click either of them. And we want to create a new forecast. So let's create a new forecast. Click on the blue button over here on the right, and we get a create forecast pop-up window. At the top, submitted by and processed by, these two fields will be pre-filled according to your account. So if you're working for Habitat or UNEP or other entities within the UN system, of course it will say it will be submitted by UNEP or by Habitat or the secretariat you're working for. So let's click on forecast type, and we're going to submit a parliamentary document here. So we created forecast type parliamentary, document type pre-session, and let's create. So now we are in our forecast wizard now. You can see here at the top we have 6 steps. We have submitting information, we have organ session and agenda information, we have document requirements, we have languages and service, and we have submission and schedule. And then we have number 6, which is a summary. We already have some information here that is been pre-filled, and there's an open field here. This is, let's say it's extra budgetary. You don't need to fill the account because it's not a mandatory field. Let's fill in the author consulting officer, the authorizer, and the certifier. You don't actually have to fill them in the forecast stage. You can use these click boxes here, and if you click them, those boxes, you'll not have to fill in the authorizer, the author consulting officer, the certifier. But in this case, I think it's better because we're going to duplicate this submission. So let's just, so everything is filled here, submitting information. So let's go to the next step. In the next step, I would say the easiest way to fill in the organ and the meeting session is to search for a meeting. Let's just remove this button here. So we were working in for Yunnan. So let me see if I can find something for Yunnan. And we say search here. Training at Yunnan. UN retreat. Even though they're cancelled, we can just take one of them. So let me select this one. This is of course a test, so we can select any meeting for this test here we're doing. And you can see as the meeting was picked up from eMeet, it also picked the organ. And in fact, I can see this is not Yunnan, this is UNDCO, just because I was searching for Yunnan in the title, we got that. But anyway, this is an example. Let's not be too hung up over the details here. We just go to the next step. Now let's create a symbol here just as an example. So let me do that. So we have a symbol here. Let's create our title. And this is XP, so we should not have to fill in the mandate. So let's just click next step. And we're here in language and services. So we have a single original version. So let's not look at the other options we have here. We have the 3 options: multiple original version or a multilingual single version. We just have a single original version. So let's click on that, and our version is in English, and it's going into all languages. So let's click up here: Arabic, Chinese, French, Russian, and Spanish. Let's click next step. Submission date expected. Okay, let's say we are submitting on the 11th of August. We are looking at issuance date, let's say September 22nd. document category. This is Secretariat, and we know our document is around 4,200 words. So now we're done with submission and schedule, so let's click next step. We are here now at the summary. Basically we can just check what we have in our summary and we can submit. So let's submit, and you can see actually now we got our forecast number F2204251, and it says document requirement review. That means that the submission, the forecast submission, is with document control. So you basically done your job here. Now this job was one in a series of jobs, so we want to do a similar submission because we have a number of documents that goes same basic meeting symbol. So let's click up here and we'll just duplicate the job. So when we duplicate the job, we're basically back at the wizard again. So let's start here at the beginning again, submitting information. You can see it's picked everything that we entered for the first submission. And let's just go to the next step. And even the same for the organization and agenda information, it picked up everything. For number 3, document requirements, we have an issue here. It's we need to enter the new symbol here. So let's just, our next symbol is symbol number 3, and for the title the same. And let's just say it's report number 3 also. So now we're done with document requirements. Language and services, I mean there's no changes here, so let's just click next step. And now we're also expecting, you know, the same submission date and the same issuance date. So no changes there. The only place we need to make a change is estimated word count, and we know the new document we are submitting, that is only 2,400 words. So let's put in that. And we click next step. And now we are in the summary again with our new document. And basically we have done this very quickly because it was a duplicate. I mean, we can submit it. So let's submit it. And you can see we got a new forecast number, F for forecast 2204252. So we are done here actually. We might have more documents, but this was just a quick run through how to use the wizard in the system and how to duplicate. I hope that was useful. See you in the next gDoc 2.0 tutorial.